Welcome back for match 3. This is Oldmanpoole. I'm not wild about this hand. We've kept a couple of other sort of sketchy things this draft, and it's rewarded us. Not that that means anything one way or the other, but Skullduggery is obviously pretty bad if we don't have a creature. 2 high drops. We do have a lot of 2 drops in the deck. We're okay on lands. I think I am going to keep my opponent's playing first, so we're gonna get an extra draw out of it. This is a pretty borderline hand, but all it takes is 1 creature and it's pretty reasonable. A couple of combat tricks to keep it alive. Another swamp isn't what I'm hoping to see there. What's worse is our 5-drop is Stormfleet Pyromancer, which is pretty miserable on something. We really want to be able to play another creature before then. No play? No play? Oh dear, oh dear. Talk about being punished. 2-drop, please? Oh, well, okay. So this won't save us this turn, but next turn we can block and utilize Sure Strike and Skullduggery and should be able to kill off the Scoundrels then. And then we actually ramp into our Suncrowned Hunters, assuming this doesn't just die. That's pretty nice. Interesting. If he leaves up mana and swings in, well, I guess he'll have mana up when he swings in next turn. It's a little bit interesting which one we want to use first, because potentially we can blow out. Yeah, we're going to take 4 here. Vanquish the weak if we keep up Sure Strike, and then we just pump it unexpectedly. Oh no. Well, he's going to get one of the 2. I guess if he attacks, we'll know he has a way to get through it. The nice thing is the Pyromancer can kill it in a couple of turns. Yeah, Kitesail Freebooter was a pretty good follow-up for my opponent there. Anyways, grumpy about that. And a 1-drop? Skullduggery maybe? No, Prying Blade. Ooh, really aggressive. Okay. Not terrible with the Freebooter. I think we leave this back and pray he doesn't have something. If he swings, I think we have to take it, though, is the problem. Because if he just has, like, a Skullduggery or something, we just get blown out and the game's over. If we swing here for 2 damage, it's not all that impressive, though, either. We're not going to win this damage race, so. But he knows about the Sure Strike. Man, that Freebooter. Pretty good. Any luck, he'll be worried to utilize it. So he's going to equip. Oh, I did the Freebooter. Okay. He taps to... Ooh, Nest Robber. Okay. We could have Skullduggery. That's probably it. If he has Skullduggery, we probably lose. We take 5 here, we don't do anything next turn. We're taking another 5 at least. Leaves this back. It's interesting. Oh, it's because, well, no. He wants to trade there? I don't know. I think he's got to have something or he wouldn't swing with the Scoundrels. But on the other hand, I don't know, maybe it's a bluff? I'm not sure we can afford to take another 10 waiting. I think we're going to block. And we're going to weep when he's got Skullduggery here. But I think we have to go for it. Yeah, dang. Well, not to be done about it, unfortunately. I think that was pretty likely, but I don't really think we win a game otherwise anyway. Darn. Still doesn't make me any happier about it, though. So not a land would be good. I think we have to play the Pyromancer here. We just need to stem the bleeding. So, a little bit tough, but it is what it is. I don't know, maybe we should have waited. Well, but then we wouldn't have had the land for the Hoarder. I don't know. That was just kind of a rough spot to be in, I think. Not being able to snipe this Freebooter is a pretty big downside. On the plus side, Suncrowned Hunters is pretty big. My opponent wants to trade these 2. We're okay with that. And I mean, it's not like my opponent's We haven't taken tons and tons of damage. He's not massively ahead on cards. Interesting. No equip, huh? Yeah, I think we'll just pass here. I imagine he's got to have some follow-up. Ooh, Sanctum Seeker. And that's pretty fine on its own. Not what I expected to see, though. Haven't seen any vampires from my opponent until now. Okay, well, Seeker Squire is fine. We'll at least trade off with the Nest Robber. I was hoping it would do better than trade off, but can't complain with like free draw, I suppose. I also can double drop or double block my opponent's Sanctum Seeker. We're getting pretty low pretty fast here. Still don't have a great way to deal with the freebooter, although we do have a ton of answers in the deck, just not here. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have gone for the Sure Strike. Maybe the correct play was just to chump, and then play the Storm Fleet and have Sure Strike available still. Okay. Let's see how he goes here. Alright. Attacks all around. Could double block. Let's see, if we block there, we take 5. Next turn he can swing with that. You have to be able to block. I think we actually have to trade with this. Suncrowned Hunters comes in, then we've taken 3. Next turn we take another 2. They can trade there. We take 2. We're not quite dead. Obviously, if he has another trick, we're in terrible, terrible trouble. But I think if he has another trick, we're not making it, period. So. Yeah, looking grim here. I'm not even sure we have a card that really turns the tables. I guess Burning Sun's Avatar would be pretty good. So that would come in, kill off that, blocks everything else. Alright, that's a good draw. Yeah, Dire Fleet Captain. Not quite as exciting. Alright, well, we'll trade off with the Wand Scoundrels, which is not exciting, but probably necessary. Take 4, and continue to hope for other good draws, I guess. Again, if we find a way to kill the Sail, the freebooter, we're actually not in a terrible spot. So we get Skullduggery back, we have a Dire Fleet Captain. This game's not over. I don't know. That felt really bad, but it is what it is. Alright. No real getting around this either. Don't think we can afford to take 4 here. Well, I don't know. Maybe we could have. We could have blocked there, gone down to 1. This keeps us alive through the Stormfleet Pyromancer, but doesn't keep us alive against Unfriendly Fire. Maybe 1 damage isn't all that different. Well, no, doing that's good because then we can survive 1 more turn, potentially. Okay. Well, that makes us really glad we blocked like that. That's it though. Alright, darn. Kind of a not excellent keep, and then Sure Strike wasn't able to save us. We did find a 2-drop on time, but which we've done a lot in this match, this series, to be sure. Man, that freebooter, that did some serious work, because if he hadn't taken that, we could have blown him out. If we'd guessed right, at least we could have played Sure Strike first and then Skullduggery. I guess it's not a blowout, but it would have been good. 2 for 2, and kept our creature alive. Deathless Ancient over Hunters probably is better. I don't think we're likely to be on the beatdown quite as much. Still don't love having a Bajillion Vanquish the week. It doesn't actually hit the Wanted Scoundrels. I think that's the only change we're gonna make. Alright. And hopefully we have a slightly better draw this time. I don't know. I can't decide if playing the Skullduggery was correct or not there. Let's go ahead and keep this. Our turn to have a Wand Scoundrels. It's interesting that this hand is not great for us to trade off Scoundrels, if he's got one too, but we'll probably do it. So, we play a Scoundrels, and he's got like Lightning Strike, it's pretty bad, but if he doesn't, Scoundrels is pretty great. That's an uncommon. I think it's the only uncommon that really blows us out. Yep. Okay, I don't hate Contract Killing. Not like a crazy good draw right now, but one of the better cards in the deck, I think. Alright, well, bash in for 4 while the getting's good here. I guess we shouldn't have played the land before the Secret Squire. Because potentially we find a swamp here, and that gives my opponent free information. I do want to keep up swamp because it makes us look like we might have Skullduggery. Means he might be worried about... Oh, okay, Scoundrels of his own. No swing. Alright, we'll get in with our Scoundrels. He just wants to trade, we're fine with that. This obviously looks pretty suspicious for my opponent, though. Not all that dissimilar to last game. Except for he's on the receiving side. And right now I imagine his math's more or less the same as mine was, where it's like, can I really afford to take this turn after turn? The answer is probably not. Alright, now we just hope he doesn't have like a crazy good follow-up off his treasure, because we actually don't. But Secret Squire, still pretty good. No land? Oh man. Okay, well we have 2 1/2s and 2 removal spells against a whole bunch of stuff my opponent could have. On the plus side, he might be greedy with his treasure. Wings. I guess we don't block. If there's something like Skullduggery, it blows us out pretty good. Well, I mean, we do block, but not with double blocks. Well, on the other hand, might incentivize him to use a trick, in which case Vanquish the Weak's pretty good. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna kill that. Cool. Well, oh wow, great draw. I think I'm gonna wait a turn and try and snipe a creature off of this. I'm not just gonna run it out for free, but that's great, yeah. Burning Sun's Avatar is a pretty legitimate bomb, especially against an opponent that's playing a fair number of kind of smaller creatures. I think the value is going to be more important than the tempo of getting this down. The 6/6 is big, but I mean, if you just got like Contract Killing or something, we feel kind of embarrassed by that. I'd rather kill off a creature like that one. Okay. Can't quite play the Dire Fleet Captain, but it's alright. I think the play is definitely still the Avatar. Choose an opponent, and choose a creature. It's kind of weird that you choose the opponent first. It feels like a lot of times these cards are templated as creature first. So it always kind of psychs me out when I'm clicking. Okay. So him having like a Contract Killing or something is a pretty big deal now. If he takes 6 this turn, it's pretty great. If he's just got a big threat of his own, we can Contract Killing it. Does have to have an answer to deal with it. And it's kind of funny because I feel like black-red is traditionally the color that you'd be most expecting your big bomb just to die immediately. But I feel like white is actually the real boogeyman for dinosaurs in this set. They have a pacifism effect, an exile effect, and the Legion's... what is it? I can never remember the cards. But the destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. It looks like it may be getting something big, considering it. I don't think we've shown a contract killing yet, so he could suspect it, but he doesn't have any, like, hard proof that it's in our deck or anything like that. Ooh, Rowdy Crew. Okay. Interesting, that's why you think about it. So he's going to draw 2, or draw 3, then discard 2 at random. And this actually won't be big enough to keep him alive. Wow. Oh, wow! Monster Sword and Skullduggery. That's rough. That's a scary card. Yeah. I imagine that's not what he was hoping he'd discard, though. Okay. Frenzy Drafter. Interesting. So he wanted to play both, I guess, so he could make sure he could block our Burning Sun's Avatar, which means he probably doesn't have a better response to this. Which means I think actually contract killing is okay. So this is a better card on its own, but like vanilla on the table, I think we actually want to kill the Frenzy Drafter to get in. If I can put my opponent in a position where he has to chump, though, that does feel really good. And again, I think if he has a better bomb, he would have played it there. Alright, opponent just calls out the GG. Huh, interesting. I don't think the game was just over, but maybe it's feeling a little bit downtrodden after that rough Rowdy Crew. Yeah, that was... I imagine that was unfortunate. I don't know if he had a couple of lands in hand or what, but that was... I'm sure not what he was hoping to see. Alright, still like our Vanquish the Weeks. Still don't think we want more than 3. I think I like the trade for the Ancient. I don't know, he didn't show us tons of flyers. Didn't show us any great removal spells though either, and if we do end up like on kind of a stalled board, the Ancient's better. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it like this. Alright, it all comes down to this. One last game. For all the glory. Opponent keeps 7. I think we keep this hand. It's a little bit unfortunate because we'd really like to play our Dire Fleet Captain, but we do have Ruin Raider and Vanquish the Weak and a Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. We find a mountain sounds quite good. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. If we don't find a mountain, it's okay. Okay, well, it's another card to play at least. Mountain for next turn. That's the dream draw. Chant it with me. Chant it with me. Mountain, mountain. Alright. Our Ruin Raider may have to just step in front of that. Be a hero. Alright, well, unfortunate about our not hitting a mountain there, but it is what it is. We're playing, I think, 10-7, so there are definitely going to be times where we don't see our mountain on time. Okay. Ooh, well, So we could pitch the Dire Fleet Captain just because we definitely want to make sure we hit our lands. We just hit a swamp and say, hey, we've got 2 draws, we're probably going to find something. If not, we can Vanquish the Weak, I guess, to buy a little bit of time. I think I'm just going to pitch a swamp. It's a little bit greedy, but I don't think too greedy, I guess. Alright. So Ruin Raider's gonna pray there's no combat trick on our opponent's side. It looks like we may be on the defense that we don't actually want to give it up, though, too. Ooh. Alright. I'm getting a sweet Explore trigger here. And a mountain. Okay. So he might just come in with these two. And not the one scoundrels. He doesn't have any tricks. On the other hand, we're not guaranteed to have a good answer to the scoundrels next turn. I think we'll pass. Oh, okay. Do we want to draw a card or is that greedy? It might be greedy. We're definitely not going to be at like massively high life totals here. You can also just have a removal spell for the Ruin Raider. I don't think we can really afford to do that. Then I guess the question is, do we want to use the Cutthroat or the Interloper? Interloper, assuming it hits, I guess is... I think we just put out the Cutthroat, actually. That will block these guys fairly effectively. Yeah, I think we just want to play conservatively. I'm not sure that the card is going to be better than the couple of life. Especially with contract killing just to turn away. Well, assuming we find a land. Or we kill off his wanted scoundrels. Either or. If only this killed things with toughness 3 or less. Rip scoundrels. Alright. So maybe we'll have a trick here. Nope. Okay, just a raid trigger then. Oh, okay. Gets to trade up a little bit. Land? Okay, well. We'll play our Interloper and Prey. I think that's where we're at. Land? Okay, well, 3/3 is nice too. Do we want to put that on top? Or graveyard? I kind of want to hit our contract killing. I think we kind of need the speed boost. And even though Seeker Spire is, I think, a reasonable card, it's not going to fare real well against my 3 toughness opponents. So I'm just actually going to pitch that. So he hasn't seemed to have a combat trick so far, at least. Ooh. Alright. That's kind of a surprise. It's pretty good for my opponent right here, but kind of a surprise. Just gonna punch in with a couple of 3s. So he doesn't have his charging monster sword, otherwise he surely would have played it. I'm gonna trade there. Land? Nice. So I think we contract killing, make a whole heap treasure, play a Direfleet Captain, and a Sure Strike. I think I like that. This is just gonna be a really big tempo play. We could also Vanquish the Weak this, but I'm not sure he's gonna have a great response. Do we turn the corner and start attacking? We do have to worry about like monster swords down the road. I think we do. If he had anything, I feel like he would have used to try and remove blockers earlier. I think Sure Strike will probably resolve. Maybe we just wait. The 3/3 is pretty reasonable. I don't want to get rid of the Shapeshifter, although that's probably me just being paranoid. Oh dear. No. No. Stupid freebooter. He's gonna take a free Vanquish the Weak, and then he'll know about the Sure Strike too. We do have a lot of Vanquish the Weaks in our deck though, like... Ugh. Scumbag. What a good card. Like, even if we use a removal spell to kill it, it's a 1-for-1. And we had to use removal spell on a 1/2 2-drop. Ugh. Alright. Not real surprising there. It's also a clock. I mean, you can hit us for 2 now a turn. Well, I guess you can't swing this turn, but coming soon to a life total near you. Okay. Ancient? That's probably our best draw. Ruthless Knave, huh? Alright, well, I think we do swing with this now. I think we'll leave our 3/3 back to make sure he doesn't have a great attack against us, but I mean, we're not going to kill him fast enough. We have to find an answer for the freebooter, but if we're just trading, I'm okay with that. Alright, well, we're only 1 treasure away from drawing a card, I suppose. Okay, so we take 2 here, go to 5. Stupid freebooter. Ooh. Wonder if my opponent doesn't realize he can swing? Don't really see a world where you don't. Lightning Rig Crew, alright. We want to swing for 6. That puts us open to another hit from the Skin Shifter, and 1 from Lightning Rig Crew. I feel like we need to swing though if we're gonna get there. Don't think he blocks here. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll just pass. I don't know, maybe that 1 point of damage is significant, but he can get in with it anyway if he realizes that it's there, which he should. Oh, well, that's Robert's actually pretty awkward, so we're dead. Oh, well, that's a reason not to swing, I suppose. Cracks in 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, darn. Maybe that was greedy. I don't know, it's feeling like we had to pressure him some, but maybe we're just not winning that race anyway. Darn. Darn. Well, not our most, like, victorious final game there. Ah, man. Dang. Alright, well, let's draw a card. See if it would matter. Oh, man, Burning Sun's out. Oh, I want to change the entire game. Obviously, you should base your decisions off of what was on the top of your deck, but oh, that feels so bad. That could have blocked. Taken like 4 maybe. Use the Burning Sun's avatar, kill off that. Vanquished, killed off that. Oh man. I guess we were 1 land short, so it may not have been enough anyway, but oh. Card was good for us, certainly. Man. Yeah, I don't know. There was maybe some questionable plays that game. Maybe that last attack was a little bit sketchy, and then obviously the block where I knew he probably had Skullduggery was probably a mistake. I don't think there's a world where he swings there that he doesn't have a trick, because he knew about the Sure Strike, like... Oh well. Kitesail Freebooter got us pretty good both games. Okay, well, let's look at the deck here. I'll stop lamenting that last game. I think the deck was pretty good. I think we definitely would have liked to have a Pirate's Cutlass over the 4th Vanquish of the week. I do think the card is still good, but it's not premium. I do still feel like it was coming around really late that draft. I think we got one of ours like 4th to last pick or something. I don't think you should see it that late. But all the same, I probably should have taken the Cutlass earlier. I was impressed with Burning Sun's avatar, impressed with the Fathom Fleet Captain. It's the first time I see the Captain in play, I think. Well, maybe I've seen it one other time. I think I killed it against an opponent pretty immediately. First time I had it on my team, though, and it seemed great. Like, a 2-1 Menace with no other claws I think would be pretty good. And making a Pirate even like once or twice a game just seems fantastic. Great late game mana sink, and early game can kind of get you going, too. Yeah, Wand Scoundrel still seems great. had a pretty major part in killing us in the first and third game, and pretty major part in winning us the second game of that last match. I think the deck was good. Maybe a little bit of questionable play in the last match that lost us the game, but I think overall it performed pretty well. Just continue to be pretty happy with Suncrown Hunters. This card I feel like does a pretty good job for 6. It's definitely not bomb level. It's no Burning Sun's Avatar, but it feels there's rarely a time where I'm unhappy on turn 6 when I'm playing my Hunter, or even turn 7 or 8. Anyway, thanks everyone so much for watching. I will try and be a little bit better about posting. I expect not to have a problem putting something up this weekend. So I'll see you guys for that then. But for now, I hope this series was fun. Thanks everyone so much for watching.